I can't train every day. What should I do? Listen, you don't have to train every single day. You don't. Would it be nice? Yes. Do we love training? Absolutely. But the end of the bottom line is that we have 7 days a week with X amount of time, depending on our schedule each day, and finding time to train every day could be challenging. So how do we do it? Well, be smart about it. One, find the pockets of time and make it a priority for yourself. If you know things come up on any other days, make your training days high priority. Means don't skip them. Don't. If you skip it, you might not have another opportunity to train for another 2 or 3 days, right? So don't sacrifice the time that you have on the mat for something else. Make it important to you, right? Two, if new opportunities present themselves, meaning a day opens up, maybe jump in on the mat and maybe have training sessions. But let's talk about hypothetically that there is a really point of struggle as far as the amount of time that we train. We don't have to be on a mat to train. Being on a mat is the most effective way of training. However, today we have plenty of resources online. Watch videos. YouTube, beautiful platform. I made a video on YouTube, Vortex. Watch that one. But it is a resource. It is somewhere where we can find one, concepts. Two, even videos like this are available. They're completely at no charge, for free. Many instructors share their content without without a single dollar being charged to you. Right? But there is a downfall to YouTube. It is disorganized, it's hard to find things, and so on. It's a big chaos, big bucket of information. So investing some money, investing some time into a planned and strategic platforms might be beneficial to you. You have to evaluate this. What is the value behind the platform and how much I'm paying? Is that something part of my budget? But listen, we are talking about how to train where there is no time, right? So if you don't have time, you don't have the opportunity to go to the gym, you have to stimulate and improve your jiu-jitsu somehow. Watching videos is one of them. It's one of them. But more importantly, more than anything else, you really have to ask yourself, how important is this jiu-jitsu thing to you, right? And if it is important, you have to make time. You have to. It is part of it, right? If this is important to you, make time. Shift things around. Talk to your family members. Figure stuff out. Just like jiu-jitsu, we have to continuously troubleshoot and solve the situations and solve the obstacles we have ahead of us. Look at the time as part of the obstacle. Right? How do I maneuver around my schedule so I can make it to the academy? And listen, if your academy doesn't offer the schedule that fits into your lifestyle, perhaps you need to venture out and look somewhere else. Like, I get it. This is not what you might want to hear, but that's the bottom line. Like, ultimately, you can be at an academy which does not fit your schedule and you don't train at all. That's not any different than you canceling, you're not training, period. So might as well find a place that fits in your schedule and you have the opportunities to train. Two, or another point, talk to your instructors. I think most of the instructors are so understanding and so, they understand the situations of life and the fact that you have a career or you have a job which prevents you from training. Perhaps something can be worked out as far as, you having access to the mat outside of classes, perhaps private lessons, perhaps other sessions, unofficial training sessions. All that, I think, is an opportunity for conversation. Will it happen? Well, that's something between you and the instructor. It's something that has to get figured out. Some academies have open mats for most of the day and they have classes only in the evening. Other academies have classes stacked up from 10 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. So you have to evaluate the situations and you have to really take under consideration what's important to you and how are you going to address this so you can continue training, continue stimulating your mind, continue stimulating your body, and making that progression. Small increments, continuous change, continuous improvement, because that's how we get better.